kind of what seems like genuine props. Yeah, for their performance on this map in particular. It has been where we've seen NRG do some of their best work. However, I think Ash also, doing the death segment for us, tells us that they have had some inconsistencies at home, which is not what you'd expect if you're supposed to be king of the castle. You're not supposed to worry yourself about those less than.
Let's hold the phone. Let's get through this piss so we can start talking about. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Hypex picking him out of the sky, and Telson's got a double with the dualies.
GamerLegion have been trying to hype us up about Hypex. And he starts with 3, just like that. What an introduction.
Okay, well, obviously both these teams having like weird roster situations for both these squads, right? GamerLegion has gone through so many offers, so many changes. Hypex is coming. I think they've used 9 different players in 2025 alone for that 5th slot, which is crazy.
Like that slend-shaped hole.
But then same for
Wait, what? That can't be right. 9 different players.
Yeah,
Hypex, Slend,
they've had in changes, not all in the one spot. They've had a bunch of different players. Acor stood in, like they've had a bunch in that different role. But then NRG as well had this situation where they dropped OC
5 plus the 4 equals 9. That's what you meant. All right.
You're still on that. You're still on that.
I was just so confused. I'm like, how did it change? We've been watching the same team.
But no, and I mean NRG, they had the same thing where they swapped out a couple of players, brought 2 new ones in, dropped one of those new players to bring in Sonic after he was available thanks to AI. So it's all sorts of weird. Both teams kind of really trying to just figure things out on the fly.
Hey, as long as there's humans making decisions for NRG, I'll take him over wildcard any day of the week. And you're talking about the new offer for GamerLegion. How do you feel about OC not being on NRG anymore, since he's the spiritual successor of Kusta, your favorite player ever to touch the game?
Sure. Well, the man had his chance. I guess that's all we really got.
Unlike Kusta, he had his chance.
Unlike Kusta.
At the big leagues.
Enemy. What was it called? Enemy?
Enemy.
It was.
Yeah, you got it.
It was also a music magazine in the UK. Never made that connection before. So that's my fun fact for the start of this map. Woo! That's lovely util. Look what it does to PR. Like, if you want to go aggressive pop, which it seems he still does, he'll be incredibly hamstrung. Less than half health. Support on its way. We're going to establish a crossfire behind this smoke. That smoke thrown out by Towson should have enabled a trade, but PR doesn't need help initially. Gets the first one onto George. Exotic with the response.
Wonder if they're going to be heads up as well. That kind of a push, you're going to feel like there was a push from upper as well. They double swing for it, and they get both.
Damn, okay, wow. I thought there was a bit of a bait and switch that could really work in Towson's favor there. 2 on 3, quick pivot, bless you. Bomb's going to be moving through main. ZTR's calling no action B immediately, so he'll make his way back towards either a fast flank pop. I think that might be his best bet if he wants to even give this one a look. Maybe just an upgrade. Yeah, ZTR picks himself up the AK. Does he even have a look? They're in no hurry. They got plenty of time to be getting that bomb down. Make sure you're not getting caught out by any funky positioning.
He has time to go and see if he can get a cheeky kill and turn it into a 1-on-2, but in his head, it's not even worth it whatsoever. So save the AK-47. First gun run on the board for NRG. Felt like they were in a lot of trouble. That Box Halls fight, I think it's exactly what GamerLegion wanted. It just kind of worked out for NRG with the timings exactly the way that they needed it to.
It's kind of Hypex is pulling out HEs to throw, not really the timing to do that. Just have your gun out, your teammates out in the open. He's really relying on that crossfire. Well, not really a crossfire, more of a setup, just a double setup, in a way. So
I could see the logic behind it, where like Towson plays the smoke, they spot the guy tucked right, they double swing to go and hopefully pre-aim the guy they spotted, and then Towson, as the smoke phase, is there to be overlooked and perhaps covered by a view model or a nasty adjustment.
It's an all-in setup, and it looks kind of silly when one guy is throwing a nade instead of just having his gun down to be able to fight. Right? They isolated the 2 of them.
Yeah, we'll see it here. We'll get another look at it. And here's the swing, and you're right, that nade is coming out right after he died. 2-1 in the favor of GamerLegion. Money on the ropes, though, in the early going. This round, yeah.
Luckily, the anti-eco was flawless, so they have M4s across the board to save the AK, a lot of utility. NRG would have hoped for an easier round after winning, the 2-0 round, so they still have to work hard for this one. slower default.
Yeah, which is interesting. They got a lot of space really early as well. Some like fast openings. George got control of box holes really quickly, even peeked towards the underpass really early on. They haven't done anything with it quite yet. So Nitro pulling most of his forces over towards Ivy. All right, let's see. 3 players to attack.
And CTR just tucked.
With that AK-47.
Yeah, it should be at least one, if not a multi-kill here. It'll all be down to the utility and the clearing. Actually, ZTR's going to peek in. He looks like he wants to actually get some answers, gets ahead of the punch and gets away. That's dreamy from ZTR. Gets the info, gets the kill, and his teammates informed. Finding another double from Rez. This one's going to be fizzling out for NRG. It's just going to be Bro. Nothing to really gain out of this one. I suppose the best bet would be taking as many of these CTs out as you can. Good luck with that. 25 seconds, you might just hold on to your AK.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything you can test here. So, strong round from GamerLegion. ZTR with the first kill, luring them in, pulling Rez over as well. Nice crossfire, good protocols to the attention that Ivy got. That's the hard part about it, Ivy too, is like, there's no recovery. You either like win or lose based off what happens right there.
Yeah, especially when you go in the mid round. I mean, the idea was fine. They took B control and then immediately rotated to Ivy, knowing the CTs will have to play 2B. Is just ZTR getting away with that kill so easily is not really something that should happen in that situation. I don't know if him and Rez were going to try and clear Ivy, right? I mean, that's just a nice shot. Nitro was sort of looking at it. And then Rez here as well in good position, just winning the fights.
Yeah, Exotic got kind of put in a crappy fight. Sonic swung, saw nobody. Exotic swings, and Rez is just sitting there waiting. All right, 3-1. Nice and quick. Tech 9s are out. Deagle is out in the hands of Exotic. AK-47 and Bro that he saved from the previous round. $50 in the bank with no losing bonus. And everyone towards the B bomb site. It's Hypex and Towson to defend.
I really want to see NRG play M80 in this stage, because they had a little bit of back and forth on social media about how you're accruing points in the Americas region, playing Philadelphia, all this stuff. I think we have a rivalry in the making.
I think so, yeah. It's a nice one back. Bro onto Hypex. It's still Towson undetected, and he's got himself the angle, but he has been spotted. A nice Deagle headshot. Exotic delivers the necessary frag. Should be seeing a bomb plant, but they're making it difficult. Good shooting from Bro and Sonic, though. CTs gave it a go, missed shots, and it's punished. Nice to see NRG quickly get back on the horse after a shortcoming in the Ivy take.
I feel like every GamerLegion player took like their one isolated fight to try and get that one kill that would bring things back under control, and everyone lost it in sequence. Yeah. Everyone just lost it.
Except for Hypex. They had control before he re-peaked, and that's what cost them the round and started the domino effect, so to speak.
Yeah, it's just this two-man setup around Thomas. I've been seeing, I can't at the moment remember the team that were doing it. They were like doubling up at like device and like behind, you know, like just playing it for the info, playing for that potential one kill, and then you play for the retake. Yeah. I just feel like up against Tech 9s, Deagles, you're asking for trouble giving them this fight so conveniently. Functional range, you're up, like this is a nice fight for a Deagle, there's no denying it. It's much more awkward with the elevations and the different elevations. I think that perhaps was a vulnerability in the setup itself.
I know, for me it's just Hypex re-peaking. I mean, they're stuck behind the molly, there's still more utility to block them, right? They were on a half buy even. I think that's just a little bit too lazy.
Yeah, but that's 2 mistakes from the newest edition, right?
And sure, it says first game, right? Like there's going to be an adjustment period, perhaps a little bit too excited to show what he's got.
This looks great from Towson. He's been spotted behind this smoke as it fades, but not while it's still up. Can he really get away? No way. Yeah, Sonic punishes. Hypex is in a lot of trouble. He dips in a very audible bomb drop from Sonic. Hypex will be begging for backup, but I don't see any immediate moves.
Yeah, they're just trusting that. They're just calling the bluff and saying, you're not actually going to continue this attack towards the B bomb site. That'd be a little bit crazy at this stage in the round. So trusting that NRG isn't going to fall into it yet immediately. Although with all the players here, it feels like they really don't have any other options. A little bit of fake thrown outside as Bro's going to investigate. There's utility towards inside.
You'd love a bit of help now, maybe.
I can't believe no one's shifting.
It's just Hypex. How much? 28 points of health versus what's going to be 4 players. Another molly for Con. That will limit the rotations. Oh, no, it won't. No, it won't. A little early. Smoke actually extinguishes the molly, but it doesn't really matter if Hypex gets nothing. NRG flooding into that B bomb site. Sonic, rather.
I think they're trusting this retake to the flank. If Rez creates something, maybe they go for it, but actually PR is already bailing out towards Ivy. So ZTR is backing off as well. That's a third round for NRG. They get yet another win on the board, again towards the inner bomb site.
I just noticed they have 11 kills, right? And they're going to win their third round. So 6 rounds in, NRG, 11 frags. But yeah, a lot of saving on the side of the CTs.
A lot of saving, or just a lot of like CTs just win. You know, like it's been one way or the other. This inner, I think if you're NRG, if you're Nitro, I think you still kind of play this game towards the inner bomb site. You've shown a couple of times now you can handle Taliesin and Hypex where they're aggressive in box halls. You've beat that twice now. You've seen them play passively towards Thomas. You've beat that as well. I think you're happy to continue going inside. For Nitro, it's like, all right, when do I feel like I've conditioned them enough to change things, to go a different route and kind of fool them to make them think we're hitting inner and hitting the outside bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough from Taliesin. I don't know. I suppose he's hoping that there's only one player there. It's a solo endeavor, and he dips into the smoke and avoids the trade. Obviously, if there's more bodies than one in brown halls, good luck getting away once you've engaged Nitro like that. George yet to frag. 0 and 6 as we head into that first tactical, called by GamerLegion. Ash on the microphone. Daps as well. Damian Steele.
Great name.
Best name.
You kinder jealous.
Yeah.
All right, round 7. A little bit busted in terms of what you can fight with if you're GamerLegion in terms of your economy, but they did manage to save the 3 rifles, so still elements of danger out there in the field of play. Hypex saving for the AWP, gonna sit back on just a USP.
Exotic actually is going to go for a little opening endeavor, throws out a smoke of his own design to ensure safety. ZTR is actually going to go swinging. Held by the AWP, but that's enough. He's seen way too much. ZTR will dip out, gets away with the info. Still quite a threatening round, albeit with these 2 pistols. Armored Deeg ain't bad. Hypex, just the USP.
It's a weird round to approach if you're NRG, right? Because like as you're mentioning, you'll know the economy. You'll feel like that. You know they save 3 weapons. You know there's rifles on the map.
Yeah.
But you also feel like they're low on economy, so there's a little bit of a save element going into things. So you're kind of looking for something cheeky. You're kind of looking for a trick play, a cheese play early on. And without information, you're kind of stepping into the unknown now. Rez gets aggressive behind the boxes, PR out in the open, and here's the attack.
Yeah, looking very nice with the nade onto Nitro, but it's only Hypex's USP. Rez only the one from Olof. Exotic good on the AWP. Bro picks up another. Still threats. PR reveals his position, needs to find himself a second and isolates Bro before George finally draws his first kill into this one. Towson's Deagle actually set up for success. He had to hit that one to make this clutch a reality, and he's done so. Takes down George, and now Exotic, he's going to be in his head here. Okay, I like the AK swap out. Do you fake it? Do you commit? You commit with a little fake sound that you jumped up on the train.
It's such a long way to walk to safety
Trying to get
as
pop,
well.
is he, or he's going red?
I was going to say pop, and yeah,
pop.
He's sliding in right now. He should be fine with the bomb planted for him.
Picks up an M4 and a kit, so there is more ground for a Towson. 1v2 now. Goes straight for the deep pop fight and then realizes, okay, well, he's not going to give it to me for free. Have to gamble, have to take a educated guess. Exotic needs to go wide. Oh, that was so close. Woo, I want to know what was left on that. That's 0.0 something.
I think it was so close. Taliesin just said, "I'm not going to shoot. I'm just going to roll the dice. I'm just going to
hope he's whiffed that first bullet.
Hope the first 2 don't hit him."
And he's got it. Fair enough.
Nice clutch. Great clutch.
Important one, actually. I mean, T-side trade, you just pulled your team back into a comfortable economy.
And it's your first kill as well. That's
true. Well, George got his first kill.
Yeah.
This was a nice clutch from Exotic in the 1v1. Picks up the pieces left by that nice attempt from Taliesin. PR, this is looking rather raggy. Straight up the guts, going for main control early. No smoke, he just takes the fight. There it is. Wow, you've lost a very valuable asset for the T side early here.
For relatively cheap as well. I mean, they could have timed that smoke however they wanted to with that kind of a peak. So very nice for GamerLegion. However, the creep is coming in and it's a different timing.
Oh, ZTR, yeah, he wasn't really ready for that one. Catches him a little off guard, but he stabilizes nicely. That looks too easy. Double kill from both of the players starting on B. That's when you know it didn't work well. Just 5 kills amongst 2 players. No sweat on the brow, comfortable for their 4th.
God, those 2 needed to stop though too. That's the first time they've been able to stop the B attack. So really well done from Taliesin in this round at Hypex. Well, ZTR was there, but making sure that NRG this time showing a new look, a new style of how they want to attack the bomb site gets destroyed. So we're tied at 4 and NRG take a timeout.
ZTR showing his boys, listen, I'll come hold B for you guys, alright? Like, it's not that hard. I'll show you how it's done. And he did. 3 kills for ZTR and had that, and his 4th was that opening in Ivy, so...
Did they start 2B or did they quickly rotate that extra guy in once they had main? I wasn't watching the
I think they rotated him very quickly.
I mean, it's very alarming when you're like, why is main free? Why do I have a free main here? I've used no nades.
That's the giveaway. PR's like, oh, nobody's home, huh?
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay, so Ivy guy says, yeah, it's clear, and suddenly it has to be B. Oh, has Hypex got a different, like a lineup from a different spawn for this? This is, take notes, everybody. Okay, okay.
That was easy.
Write that one down.
I could do that.
You could. 2 buttons at the same time. Let's see what you got, bro. Brother. Brohim.
Sibling.
Hermano.
Sibling, hermano. Rez on all off. PR up close. They are going to give him the fight, and Bro's quick on the trigger. Oh, God, attempted trade. PR goes down as well. Same fate. ZTR, though, I do think this yellow train, it's certainly an off angle. You're not pre-aiming that on the way out the pop dog.
Hoping he could punish Bro, maybe trying to pick up the pace, maybe get a little cheeky, try and take some space off the double kill. Not going to happen. Then, yeah, he's got to give it up because it's too exposed. 5 on 3 for a minute, though, for NRG to work with.
Some would say this is unlosable.
It's pretty darn close.
Seen Falcons lose plenty of these. But a good call from Nitro. They're going to go over to the B bomb site with the C4 while Bro and Nitro are just drawing some attention to themselves.
Picking up
the
extra
bomb is waiting because they're not seeing anyone, right? Like, they're clearing B, no one's here, they have no contact on A. Where the hell are these guys is what they're coming right now, but...
Found him.
And you blew the gun away from Nitro. He's got no gun to play with any longer. So now they know the last person is as well. Taliesin's been spotted. Nitro will get the final kill in a 5th round posted for NRG. Nobody goes down.
Oh, I love it when we get a little bit of comms. That's the first time I've caught it.
Yeah.
Very solid T side so far from NRG. You know, pretty basic, but very strong fundamentals. And you can see here, this just the CT smoke. There's no flash, there's no incendiaries. They had the utility, they just didn't use it. GamerLegion perhaps being a little bit too greedy in the way they wanted to take that main control. And
I just think it was the speed by which Bro killed Rez that trade was a little late. And that's very early. Taliesin holding W. Gets the first, and they pick up a lovely second as well. Attention drawn one way. Rez profits.
This is that classic round that you talk about with an underdog where you're just like, man, to lose this round after everything against pistols, like weaker weaponry, there's a few M4s, but you lose that first one to the MP. Like, you're all of a sudden in a situation where you're like, if you could have just converted this.
And you know, you also probably could have assumed they have MP9s and they might have to do something aggressive.
My next point was like, think of it 6-4, NRG just win this round, no money left for GamerLegion. You've laid out the red carpet to an 8-4 half, and now it's gone the completely other direction.
yeah, I think it's rounds like these where you sort of see that a team is sometimes, you know, someone is messing up the protocols or they don't have it. Like Alex is spot on. You should read the type of a buy it's going to be, and then the likelihood of this play increases. So you really should be doing a better job to not get caught by it.
I saw both teams fall prey to that. You mentioned earlier with the double Thomas set up against the Tech 9s.
Oh, Taliesin tested, goes down, clean entry. need another. Sonic provides, and now suddenly there's a conversation to be had about NRG resuscitating after a nasty 3v5 early.
Flank comes in. Who's going to be the one to cover it? Bomb being planted right now. That's going to be ZTR. Who from NRG is going to turn around and address the situation? None. They're all focused forward.
That's the question. ZTR's going around a about way. Sonic, in the meantime, dispatches of PR. Hypex is in pursuit of the response. Very late on this flank now. ZTR, no kill. Nice kill. Still chances. Pre-aim got to be perfect. Bro nails it. Good luck, have fun. Hypex, he's taking it a little too long. No kit. Does get the jump on one, and oh, you know, not far off from a very quick dispatch of Exotic. Important 1v1, that's 2 impactful closes from Exotic so far.
He's actually done really well in this situation, hasn't he?
I mean, you guys need more AWPers, so I hope for your sake that he can pull through.
Would be nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to get an American AWPer, you know, on the up and up, get a little excitement going on.
Like,
That'd be great.
Not a junior, you know, like a skadoodle.
Yeah, give me like a little skadoodle hype.
Get some skadoodle hype going,
Yeah.
you know? No disrespect to junior, just...
Was no skadoodle.
Not skadoodle.
Not skadoodle.
Skadoody.
Pretty bad round, obviously, to lose for GamerLegion. I mean, you're 5v3, right? And I get it that Towson has an MP9 and whatnot, but you're playing in an all-in position with an advantage where sort of, yeah, of course, you're not expecting both players to die without getting a kill, but
Ooh.
switching it up perhaps a little bit so that you can let your teammates be a factor in the round. I mean, you just died and it turned into from a 5v3 to a 3v3 post plan. That's a problem. If it were, you know, 2v4 and they plant the bomb, it's fine. You still have the numbers, but that was very poor from GamerLegion. They're going to invest fully again.
Not the worst, not the best. And Rez has saved the day with a lovely FAMAS double.
What's going on?
So they won the round they should, and now they're going to lose the one they... Maybe not. George finding Rez. He's going to walk through the smoke. Oh, way he's ready for that.
Through, yeah, no. Might have heard those footsteps in CT spawn, though, so might be able to tell Exotic exactly where the last 2 players are, although he seems really cautious about Khan.
Yeah.
So he's got the 2 1v1s. 100% so far in clutches.
Has he got the 1v2 in him?
That's a lot of time now. And this is the point, if you're Exotic, where you start thinking, I've lost track of the player who I knew where he was as well. Enough time has passed that he could now be anywhere.
Yeah, and this gets really uncomfortable, especially now when the CTs just take a glance and they see the bomb and they go, oh, we still can play the bomb.
And if you're George, you're like looking at the clock too, and you're like, okay, well, if I make this play, it's going to eat 20 seconds, and now I have to find both kills and the bomb.
Hypex. Oh, quickly taken down. Nice reaction shot. Now he knows, or at least has a good idea as to where that last may reside. Towson maneuvers around back red, slips towards hell.
25 seconds. Exotic, he's playing this well, and he's done a good job of keeping his position unknown, but you're going to have to start running now, unless you just go for this kill.
Yeah, okay, he had the assumption, now reveals his position. Another nade picked up. Towson should have him. GamerLegion, a necessary one there. Rez saves them initially with the double kill after it started. Just, I mean, it was easy street. Bit of team kill action, even trades. Rez the difference maker. Nice attempt from Exotic, though.
It was a nice attempt.
Probably one of my pet peeves is seeing like players play themselves out of a clutch, sort of by running out of time. And he played so well in the first clutch, right? He immediately went to a bomb plant, you know, no funny business. And then it was the time that was his ally there, was his nemesis the second time around. So GamerLegion, the risk pays off, and let's see if they can make this an even half.
Struggles to get the low against the low buyer, allowing GamerLegion to keep this close as possible. Flashbang in this time, but PR does not clear close left.
That's lovely. Bro really is sharp as a tack here on T-side train.
I guess he just assumed no one had gotten there. Like he felt like he had the timing to see if someone had gotten there.
Sound cues, but I mean, if you get yourself your ear pressed to that close wall main, you are going to get a lot of a mental picture as to the setup, little sounds, ladders, steps, even just the pin of some of these new util sounds. Wait, was that the recent patch? They don't have that. Is this? I've lost track of the.
They have it.
Okay.
That's so the new nade sounds weren't the most recent patch. That was the movement stuff. Okay, so the new sounds are in. High fidelity. Whatever that means.
Well, over towards the B bomb, so we go. GamerLegion have downloaded and figured out NRG. with the opening kill on Bro, back to the inner bomb site. That's exactly how they played it last time when Bro got the double kill in A main. This time ZTR's got his boys a step ahead. A staunch defense to get through.
I like the preemptive incendiary. Just buys a little more time for them to dig into the setup. Angle from Towson, just the one. Good trade. Exotic into the site. NRG knocking on the door. Sonic, he's found ZTR. Keeps him humble. It's up to Hypex. They're softened up for him, but he gets nothing. 0 out of that FAMAS.
I think they might start playing double device after this half as well on their CT
Yeah, it would work a little better, I think. At least favorable fights. Hang on. Rez making a case. Low HP on both.
No kit.
Oh, that reposition. He could have spotted him. Gets the info, gets the chance. Pro closes it down. He's an opener. He's a closer. 7 for NRG. Just a GamerLegion's 5. We're back in business. Second half, first map, second game, first day. ESL Pro League season something. I got Jason O'Toole and I got Janko Paunovic. 22 damn seasons of this Pro League, and I never grow tired of seeing North Americans fly over to have a go. You know, it's always been
have a good run at it.
At the start, it was Jason in his sandals. You know, he showed up.
And it's still Jason in his sandals.
It's still Jason at the top
Some
of
would
the pyramid.
say I've won.
You have,
Yeah,
maybe.
in a way.
NA's finest. We have got an awful lot of nades for ZTR, and now they take to the T side, they being GamerLegion, managing to find themselves 5 on the defense. NRG going to be very happy if they pick up this pistol, really could set them up for success. Ash, the coach of GL, giving NRG a lot of credit for their train game. So he's been studying, he's been observing, and this pistol might be an indication as to what gaps he may have identified. Start with a nice opening. Nitro got nothing else to report other than death.
Yeah, and Sonic's got to back off. He was up there aggressive with him. You can see GamerLegion just looking for some re-aggression. That's not coming quite yet. It feels like they're always going to end in this B bomb site. And it's hard now if you're NRG because you have no information. You'd love to get some information, but you're already a player down, and you can't really risk pushing anyone forward and being out of position to go get that intel. So Sonic has to play it super passively retake, which means there's going to be a lot of space when GamerLegion commit to the B bomb site. Which is probably right now.
Yeah, I like that they've got PR throwing the... Is that the inside con smoke? Let's find out. Or is it fakery? Yeah, it is. Molly next to it. Nice, diligent util, but they have rotated in time, so they have got the bodies here. What can the CTs deliver? Just the one headshot. Sonic delivers, but Rez using those dual Berettas until he meets Pro. Solid click so far. He had a great first half. Big reason as to the NRG 7. But with 15 HP and a 1v2, I do think the line has been drawn. Towson ZTR, just a bullet would do it.
Ugh.
A single bullet would be nice.
But they're playing it smart.
Of course.
Like, no peeking. Why would you? He's got to progress the whole way.
I've been teaching that concept to some of my newer friends to Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
And I've been describing it as, if you could win the round with your knife out, staring at a wall, you should. Until,
Yeah.
you know, until further notice. Like, instead of, like, oh, I wanted to get the info, or like, I was trying to help, but like, nah. The bomb's down. We've done all that. Now you can just...
We've actually done all the hard work.
Now
We don't
just
need
wait
you.
for that sound cue and then shoot him in the back of the head. That's perfect. We'd love that. So now I'm just saying knife out wall, you know, when people need to sit still.
Knife out wall.
I wouldn't necessarily say get your knife out. It's to prove a point, you know, it's to say you're not shooting anyone. What we got? Bro Deagle. Okay, I'm excited then. We've got something to talk about. Bro, gonna try and... Oh, they're already out, mate. Never mind.
Yeah, it said no one's going to be here.
ETR gets...
I'll catch him.
Actually... Oh, jump scare. Awkward, handled, double, and we need Hypex just to not let that Galil fall into enemy hands. That's his mission.
Come on, Hypex, go deathmatch. Warm up.
I don't know, Yanko's made him nervous, I think. Yeah.
There we go.
I think Bro dinked him through his teammate. That's a little bit unfortunate. Would have been a kill otherwise.
Good confidence kills, though, for Hypex.
Yeah. And that's never like, that's not even tongue-in-cheek as well, because all it takes is just think about yourself. Think about how that one little eco stomp, suddenly you're like, oh, I can shoot, I can.
Oh, that headshot did feel really nice.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, wow, I've got some game.
Yeah, just reminding yourself what you're capable of. Is it important in this fantastic video game?
Lucky. Be fluid like water. Someone in Kung Fu Panda said. Yeah. Shifu? Something like that. Or the turtle.
Master Oogway, one of the great modern philosophers of the Disney Pixar universe.
Oh, sure.
Was it DreamWorks? DreamWorks does Kung Fu Panda?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you.
Why am I asking you?
I don't know.
I am the authority on animated movies, so I'll...
Yeah,
but Master Oogway, he's got some great quotes.
I never saw Kung Fu Panda.
Oh,
is it worth a glance?
Actually, the first 1 and 2 are quite good.
Okay.
Can I give you my favorite quote from Master Oogway?
Absolutely.
He's a turtle. He says, "Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. And that is why it is called the present." Master of bloody.
Yeah, that's not bad. I was expecting a third rhyme.
Oh yeah,
you know,
but that's like the fun of it. It's like it kind of
it subverts expectations.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, I found the quote they were talking about. "Your mind is like water, my friend. When it is agitated, it becomes difficult to see. But if you allow it to settle, the answer becomes clear." Bangers! I'm telling you,
he's pretty good.
He knows what he's talking about, does Oogway.
He is pretty good, this turtle.
Yep, and we're going to make you watch Kung Fu Panda before the end of Pro League.
Still not as cool as Michelangelo, but...
Close enough, yeah.
It's more of a Leonardo fan myself.
Of course you were the leader. He's the bravest.
Swords. I think is what did it.
I liked
Swords, I think, was the selling point.
What was their rat master called?
Splinter.
Splinter. I had Shredder in my head. That's the bad guy.
Shredder's the bad guy.
Big fan. What are you going to do then, NRG? What's the play? Sorry, not NRG. I forgot roles. We've swapped halves.
Yeah, we've swapped sides.
What are you doing then, GamerLegion? What's the finish? It's looking a whole lot like a B finish, but the CTs have got a bit of a rotation ahead.
It's down to utility. The utility is firmly in the favor of GamerLegion so much.
Oh, that's a very well-placed flashbang to punish that forward position of Nitro, who's trying to spot legs. Gets nothing. Put a bullet in the eyes. It's looking very comfortable. Bro and Sonic with a chance. Maybe something to be done around oil. As Bro goes looking for that upper fight. Can't track in the smoke. And Sonic gets nothing done.
Oh.
There you have it. That's a convincing one.
I feel with Nitro, I also felt the flash should have popped by the time he turned back to watch lower. I don't know if there was maybe a second flash coming over that popped just a little bit delayed.
So you don't, yeah, because the underhand, we've seen players turn and get their crosshair back in time, but he did seem to just have a white screen the whole time. It's a cool angle. You can see their legs well before they see you.
All right, lead for GamerLegion on the scoreboard. Lead in terms of the money. Very scary situation for NRG. They'd love to return this round if they can win this low buy, but the next round's going to be all important.
This is the play we all want to make when we say we're going out main early. Straight through the sandwich smoke and clearing new box as Rez finds Exotic. Sure, it's only a Kevlar and a couple of pistols, but that's what emboldened PR to go for such a audacious map control play. He's already got the whole site. That bomb goes down basically at the start of this round.
I think a little bit of what we've seen so far in this game, and especially in that final round, is something that fundamentally applies to all maps. So for, you know, when an execute comes in, you want to play either in front of it or behind it. You don't want to be caught in it. So you either play retake or you play in front of it, where everything that's thrown, you know, can't really affect you. And we've seen people like B in the site. Now the NRG had 3 people on B. They had fast rotation there as well, but because they were cut off by the smokes, they were mollied out of position and then flashed, they still all just ended up kind of dying in the bomb site. So that's why you see teams fight for brown holes or play, you know, further back in device. You don't want to get caught in it and just not being able to even have a straight up fight.
In it. That's British slang that has...
In it?
In it.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
In it.
Yeah.
In it, bruv.
They didn't mean it like that, but they use it occasionally.
Yeah, you have? It's found its way into your lexicon?
Yeah, once in a blue moon.
In it.
Because I feel like me saying in it is like kind of...
It is funny.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah, but like in a good way, in a cool way. You know?
Like it would be like me saying y'all.
Yeah, it would be like me saying chushka.
I like throwing a good y'all out there every once in a while.
Y'all?
Yeah. It's powerful. It's
I heard a man with a strong
language.
Tennessee accent on the internet the other day, and it sounds good.
Yeah.
I think the Tennessee accent's strong.
Interesting. You're the one.
A controversial opinion.
That is a hot take.
Okay, good.
Well, here we go. Exotic, you've got the AWP in hands and spot a little bit of leg, but PR gets himself behind cover, so AWP now discovered on the map. PR wants nothing to do with it. Sonic and Bro going to be playing close up towards Team main.
What would Uguay do?
With this much utility, probably either throw a fake or do a double take execute. Or maybe they'll just use 3 out of the 4 and have 4 mollies, 4 smokes.
I'm actually always really curious when like the deep smoke's been thrown main, how do you regain this control? Is it just going to be a flashbang play? Do you contact? So we're lining up sandwich. Okay, actually going to molly it. Okay, fair enough. We'll clear out that close corner, which is a pain to cover when worried about the sight angles, or here, Bro on hell, covered by the sandwich smoke. He gets closer to it. He should have angle here if he peeks out the right timing. Backs are turned. As Bro got that opening kill in it. Look at the setup.
If they turn sharp, though, and wrap around, Exotic and Sonic are in some weird trouble that they don't realize yet.
Yeah, okay, there's some first blood. Whoa, and it's a bloodbath. Bro sprays down 2 on the fade. Nice shot. PR close lines 2. Is there a conversation about more? I don't think so. Neither does George. Hits the HE and closes that gap. That's a necessary one. We wanted to see NRG.
That's a must-win round for NRG.
Yeah, like demonstrate CT rounds can be won.
Yeah, that's really nice from Bro. That setup felt very, very tenuous, but the spray down as the smoke fades doubles up as well. Really nicely done, and the setup holds strong. So back within just 1. GamerLegion's got a good amount of money, so NRG, they haven't hit like kind of smooth sailing yet.
Oh, okay. Looks like they are, Sonic and Bro, gonna, in tandem, secure main control early for the CT side. He's even edging around that smoke to sneak forward.
Does he want to stick in there despite the fact he made a footstep? I think he's going to back out now that he made the noise. Okay.
But it will force resources if they want to access main.
I haven't seen GamerLegion. They haven't made a big pace change yet, have they? They've mostly just kind of been into this with this kind of slower, defaulty style. Let the first 30 seconds tick away.
This round was the one where they knew they were on low buy.
Yeah.
Ran out main. Wow, Exotic, he played it so well, avoiding the flash as well, just unable to hit that initial shot. Okay, he is going to have another look. Bang! Oh, 2 opportunities and nothing to report.
Oh, and now he's got to switch positions with somebody. He's got to call out. Okay, spray at a long range. George gets stuck. Now Bro peeks out, sees 2 more. Transitions into the bomb site. Nitro cut down. Bomb hits the deck, and Hypex can't get in. And meanwhile, this play towards Ivy has happened, but it's far too late to have impact.
Yeah, Exotic's pieced out. They're still there. They've just got their way through. Now he's allowed to just hold that line and pick up a couple of just the one freebie. PR, very nice trade. On that tight line, finds that wallbang headshot. Good luck breaking this one, and he realizes his best bet is a financial gain. Will save the most expensive gun he can get his mitts on. And bring that AWP through for the next.
Do you think GamerLegion wasn't trying to go into the bomb site? They were trying to catch someone rotating, like just by sitting there? Because that hit feels so disjointed that I have to feel like they were forced to start earlier than they would have wanted.
Because of the kind of Ivy exchange.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, they're all swinging.
Yeah, they wanted to go.
I think it's one of these plays where a lot of emphasis is on this double lurk in Ivy, right? But for that to happen, you need to break into the bomb site. So they're really hoping for that. You know, that's a round securing setup in Ivy, but only if you can penetrate the defense. And they weren't able to. They're going to eco behind the saved op and a hero AK on res.
Yeah, this is very aggressive from PR. He might be here quicker than they're anticipating. If you're the E-Box player, does a regular jump spot, get plucked and punished. Wow,
This is a ton of room.
Crazy space.
What's happening?
They're so focused on main. PR gets the opening, dancing on that train, waiting for that camera repeat. I think he caught a whiff of Exotic's calf and a quick flick up, not far off. Oh, PR! He's hitting us with a frag movie right now. Gets another onto Bro. Nice.
Had the knocker all along, Alex.
They had him all along, Yanko. A sniper and a rifle save brought through, and that's enough to crumble a whole CT side. Let's see what Exotic can do. Nothing. PR, you cheeky man. Walks out, Pop says, I've got too much room. I have to use this.
How does he have that much room? How is it actually, like, not even a jiggle?
Like, what the first movement he made was like a barrel bait because he's convinced someone's gonna shoot. No one's shooting.
And then he just keeps going further. And he's like, oh, no one's peeking bomb train. Oh, nobody's in. Okay.
And then he sees a nade go main. He's like, oh, okay. I've got way too much space. 2 kills from PR's AWP.
And this goes back to that like round from the first set. This is now what, like this 3rd, maybe 4th, like low buy that NRG just can't be losing if you're going to cause this sort of an upset. Remember, they have implications for their VRS standing of which stage in the major they can qualify into. So a win here would be a great benefit for NRG moving forward.
There wasn't even a smoke in Pop, right? That he just decided to walk through a smoke. I don't think so.
There was nothing.
And yeah, they were caught a little bit wanting to use their utility for main, and I was going to walk outside and just got timed there. Great play by PR.
Didn't know he could op like that.
Neither did Ash.
Now Hypex gets to show us what he can do with it.
I don't know, maybe give it back.
Yeah, maybe. DTR swallows early util. This is a no-fear position from Bro. Perfectly timed little self-take on main there, just flashing for that close player, and Sonic picking up the potential for a response.
It's also going to make GamerLegion have to consider those positions, perhaps use utility to molly them out when they come back in. Towson and Rez going to be joined up by Hypex towards the inner bomb site, towards those box halls. Nade bounces off the wall, misses its mark, wouldn't have done damage regardless. It's George and Nitro to defend this B bomb site. PR and ZTR over towards the trash bin look like they're going to be here to keep attention, to set up a little bit of a fake, a little utility outside to try and pull some attention away. But Sonic has got all the information.
That's fantastic. George even getting the first blood as well. Dips away, removes Rez, and GamerLegion left wanting.
And now everything's been spotted. They spotted your 2 players in middle. They've spotted 2 players and gotten a kill towards the inner bomb site. So GamerLegion, this is now about improv.
Yeah, let's see how far they can get. Nice find, bro. Looking the wrong way. He thought Sonic had it. Okay, Exotic relieves the pressure that was building. Just for a moment, though. Here's the fight. Big from PR. Despite the FAMAS putting him on 10 HP, it doesn't matter. 3 alive versus 1. George had a tough time on train, and it's an opportunity for some form of redemption. Gets info on both of them. A missed shot from the AWP. Nade lands, but so do Towson's bullets. GamerLegion will steal away 11. It feels like NRG losing their grip.
Just that outside hold.
What was that setup?
Yeah, back-to-back rounds. Just the miscommunication, not being aware of who holds what and where the gap is. It's going to end up costing them this map.
Oh, yeah, and Bro's been having such a good game as well. He's just operating under the assumption main is held, or he'll get info at least. They can't just walk out. Sonic electing to play for like a kind of delayed off-timing jiggle that is punished.
It's just the same mistake as a few rounds back with PR's op, just at the other choke point, right? Like, just you have the players there, just no one really jiggling it. The comms obviously not coming in to a degree that everyone feels comfortable and knows what's being watched. Just elementary mistakes taking the legs out from beneath NRG. It's a shame, because it's been such a close affair for them. To lose it off rounds like that is so deflating.
One way to turn to the tides of battle is to win one of your own. They're going to be pulling out a couple of CZs. Nitro, a CZ Enjoyer. And 4, 5, 7s. Just numbers. 8, 9, 10s.
Just numbers.
What you got for us then, Hypex? He is going to have a little look. An opening jaunt. And has to pay a little bit of a price from that well-placed HE. Oh, this is exactly what you want to see. Early map control forced by and taken by the CT side who need this one. NRG, have you got it in you to convert your own? Oh.
Yeah, and this round should play out pretty slow. We're going to have some time to just chit-chat and fill. 2 more smokes for the NRG side. They're going to try and just delay things as much as possible. Try and make this in a late round to where the clock can be their ally with a couple of cheeky kills. And GamerLegion on the other side is going to be happy to let them kind of use those smokes and just wait till they have the overwhelming advantage in terms of utility.
It's interesting to see Bro hold his smoke in main, right? Is he just doing it off of timing? I mean, they have a 4B setup, or he's waiting for a sound cue. There it was, or
there it is.
Uh-oh.
Cools his toes off in the smoke.
And they're hoping that this sound cue of him being close main is going to say, all right, like, we don't need to do this against pistols. GamerLegion enforces them into B, but there's a 4B stack. It seems like they will just go for that A split.
There's a world where Bro gets 2 here. We're not living in it though. PR quick click. Should see this one tumble over for NRG's attempted half investment. Yeah, I mean, time's sensitive for the plant. Is there anyone that can disrupt? George can. George, covered by ZTR.
Should be done. Here comes the retake. Hypex backs away with the ult. Lets the AK-47 take control of the situation. Exotic has gone down. 12 for GamerLegion. They've got 3 chances to close out this opening map of train, steal away NRG's pick.
Just a distinct absence of those 3, right? I mean, you got 2 players closing in on 20 frags and then 3 chasing 10. Just a real nasty discrepancy in the contrast. You look at GamerLegion, that's a full team effort.
Yeah, it's been very, very nice. And a lot of that comes down, I mean, Yanko mentioned the first half, all the saves that were coming out, a lot of kills coming out for NRG, but you're right. It's been tough for them to find impact down the roster.
12-9 NRG will get the guns back out, but it has to be perfect for the remaining 3. Yeah, it was a very good shot. Bro's been sharp, but PR sharper in that exchange.
That slow-mo bomb sound got me.
Boop. Oh, we've got these these are live player cams. I've only just clocked it.
Yeah, we got them.
You can see these players all the time.
Yeah.
That's nice. Nitro just itched his head, in case you're wondering.
Maybe do some play-by-play off the cams.
Staring at the screen. Headsets on. Talking now.
Communicating.
They are communicating, and they keep doing this. This is such a valuable asset to the squad. It hasn't led to...
I was going to say, it hasn't got them anything.
You're right. Maybe they need to do something different with it once they have it. At this point, GamerLegion just don't even bother. The whole squad in these halls, and are about to barrage the site with nades. Look at that. How many trails of different grenades are flying into this B bomb site. George wading through smoke and flames and flash. But still Nitro draws first blood. More required. Traded out by Towson. Bro finds the elevated spot around the smoke to spam away at Hypex. Puts him down to 1 HP. Rez perfectly timed. This is good from George. Can deny the plant. Massive impact. That's what George has lacked up until this point. An important double to secure NRG a must-win round.
It's a different hit though too, isn't it? Like all that utility comes in, and really once it all clears and NRG get their vision back, all it is GamerLegion having taken space and getting in different, more advanced positions. And it still looks like they're going to win that crunch when everything comes out. But it's also about time for George to get settled into the situation and make a play. All the players get to come in and kind of assess things before the action comes. So AWP will get saved on Hypex. 12-10, they'll try again in round 23.
And a good sign for NRG as well is that GamerLegion has money until the end of this half. So they'll only face gun rounds, which is where they did their best work. They've been struggling against pistols, against these mixed buys, saved guns and everything. So guns on guns.
Oop.
Chance.
Nice, George.
Good lad, George.
Way to go, George.
Didn't mess around with any knifey business.
No. Didn't even consider it.
Not even going for the headshot. Just like, I'm going to finish this now.
Yep.
Okay, first of the 3 trials. Test completed. And actually a lovely little gift here from GamerLegion for NRG. They've used all their timeouts, and so GamerLegion calling one. Ash wanting to get on that microphone does give Daps an extra opportunity just to give those boys the pep talk, or even if it is just some insight. It's final 2.
It's got to be an interesting conversation from both camps in the sense that they've been so comprehensively strong attacking that outer bomb site and like being able to handle that. You know, what do you do right now if you're GamerLegion? Do you want to go back to that? Because NRG is having the same conversation. They're like, all right, they beat us a bunch outside. They've been able to walk out choke points without us looking at it. They're probably going to head outside again. So like, where's the mind game? Where do you want to make your mark? See if Sonic gets aggressive again towards
Bro's got the
main.
best spawn for his Olaf and front main containment position, so he'll be able to be a prominent role in the opening endeavors. It's Rez going quick. Smoke implies one thing, but waits out the nade, flash, and flash go. Here we go, second timing.
Didn't get what they wanted, so they back away. They can try again. Hypex has this angle towards Sonic. Awkward engagement, awkward duel. Molotov comes out. It's Sonic who's got a back off and all. Clothesline as Bro swings in for the fight. Another one from Hypex.
Didn't even know if he was aiming at Bro, but it looked damn snappy regardless. An attempted pre-fire, and he converts. Double kill. Here's a little clawback from Nitro. A 4v3 instantaneously becomes a level playing field. If anything, actually favoring the CTs and the health department.
Yeah, Towson tried to make a play through the smoke in lower and almost caught Nitro, but was able to adjust. That would have been the round game-winning play, really, from Towson if he was able to make it happen, but back to a 3v3. Still a decent amount of time on the clock.
I'd like to see this. Okay, yeah, get into some safety with this AWP.
You know, and with time passing, NRG gets paranoid. They could have gotten back Ivy. That's why they're clearing that. ZTR made sure no one pushed B, but looking like another A finish.
There's the spot as well. George sees one in main. Coming out now. Flashbang, that was the bomb as well. Nitro hasn't budged yet. And Exotic is going to try and get involved.
Nice shot.
That's the bomb.
Yeah, really awkward with only 19. It's going to have to be ZTR's responsibility. His teammate trying to jump down. Rez doesn't have the health. He doesn't have the teammates. 13 seconds. He can run at George. Knife out. Easy collection. Another multi-kill from George, and another round survived. NRG, 2 out of those 3 tests.
I cannot believe they recovered that after the Hypex kills.
Yep.
That's a 5-on-3 for GamerLegion that they just let slip away. That's the map right there. Instead, we got to go to round 24. Overtime potentially coming up next. A beautiful second kill. Getting 2 where it felt like 0 was the eventuality.
I don't know how Ash feels about that play from Towson, right? I don't know what their philosophy is in those moments. Still go for it or play the percentages, but would they really use that extra guy for the finish?
Give Scoots a call, get that bat out of the box.
Dust it off. Standard default setup from GamerLegion, and Exotica's, he's had some issues with his shot.
Yeah, the Ivy fights aren't flowing, but he has been contributing, more so perhaps on the rifle in that first half, but the AWP on the CT side is a very valuable asset.
It's not the first time we've seen him struggle to land those shots of the players just swinging across the back wall, so GamerLegion getting a couple gifts of throughout this half in that sense. Sonic gonna look behind the smoke, trying to see what he can find, any kind of information he can gather. Still no clue what GamerLegion is cooking. Towson and Rez looking like they're gonna be poised to come through pop towards outside. PR, ZTR, and Hypex looking like they want to attack through main, so a split outside towards this yard.
Really need that exotic AWP to hit this first shot here. He's just been pulled away by the steps out main. It's a very committed position for an AWPer, but if he hits the first, he can hit some more. Doesn't hit the first, doesn't hit the second, and that's his chances. All used up. Oh, bro. An unenviable position alone on the bomb site, surrounded. Actually removes the bomb carrier in Hypex. Rez will trade him out. Still, it's a little sketchy with the bomb retrieval. Where are they? There's the info. Rez gets it, and a bit of a relief. I think he spotted both. Oh, no, actually, they're still worried about camera. Maybe just spotted Nitro.
Ooh, good swing. I don't know how Rez isn't looking for it, but now they're out swinging wide. ZTR tucked behind the boxes. Towson, that's a filthy one tap, and ZTR follows it up. A sigh of relief for GamerLegion as they take train 13-11 down to the final round and winning out some big clutches down the stretch.
Sneak bathrooms. No one plays bathrooms past a minute.
No one likes playing bathrooms.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, going to be interested to see what they've got. We'll see what GamerLegion is geared up and prepared for after their 13-11 victory on Train. Pissed Around here on Overpass is going live. NRG, GamerLegion. Big match for both of these teams in the context of jockeying for position of the major, of which stage they begin in. A lot of implications of being able to drop or jump up a stage based off their performance at Pro League, and this is a big match for both squads. Reflecting that is the energy with which they have opened up this Pissed Around.
Yeah. A lot of pressure. And so no one wants to be the first guy to die, Jason. You never want to die first.
Then you have to watch all of your teammates.
Exactly.
And that's painful. Oh, they're just dueling. They're just challenging with P250s. PR is going to walk out. It's a lot of time for the P250s to get some work done. And I mean, the GamerLegion is going to get called back to PR now that he's in this position. He's saying, it's clear. I've cleared out everything except for short.
Oh, brutal.
He's cleared out short.
But he has to stay alive long enough for the rest of his team to get here. Still, he's looking like he won't get challenged for now. There is this peek from short. George sneaking into the corner. Nitro from Heaven actually going to beat them to the punch. But the bomb's made it in. And a plant awaits for GamerLegion. Spam connects, whittles ZTR down low, but doesn't do the job. He's allowed to keep gaining space as a result. Exotic will finally deal with him. It's now 4-on-2. There's this wrap for GamerLegion. Torson's backstab gets denied, and it's only Hypex left. Oh, you're dead.
Damn. That's a nice retake, a nice recovery, a nice shooting. Especially that Nitro, that shot he hits from Heaven is god tier.
Oh, actually, I just realized it's Nitro on Overpass, bro. Nitro on Overpass, you're done. You can't win this.
Okay.
You can't. Type in Nitro highlights. They'll all be on Overpass. Do it on YouTube, Jason.
Oh, yeah? All right, I'll go there. I got you.
Oof, that was a nice shot. Yeah, this is like GamerLegion in a microcosm, right? Like it went so well. PR found good space, got the entry kill. Then Raz plays too fast on the lurk, right? He dies. Nitro hits the shot on PR, and all of a sudden you're 3v4. They know where you are. They're converging on you, and the round falls apart.
They are all on Overpass.
They are all on Overpass, aren't they?
All of his highlights are on Overpass. Every single one.
Right, you can think about them just AWPing behind the dice box, the long sequence. He's had some great moments here.
Well, that's not enough from Sonic. That actually might be a disaster. Exotic, you gotta be careful. Bomb at least stopped and delayed and slowed down, but Exotic, in a tough situation, sticks around for the fight, adds a kill on top. This is really sketchy.
Yeah, still the bomb now cut down though, and anyone that was actually thrown up in towards the site for GamerLegion removed, leaves these two late players, PR and Hypex. PR goes fishing, but won't be able to find anything. It's going to come down to this rifle taking next contact. The attention all on PR out of the long side. There's the swing. The aim punch means he can't convert, and so PR...
Okay. Well, this, at the end of the day, expensive, right? Like,
yeah.
It's just been an odd round. This has still been going on. PR coming in with 10 HP. Position noted. 25 seconds, and NRG is going to let him step into the bomb site. They feel no reason to challenge the Deagle, for good reason. And we'll see what PR can do.
Oh, there's the spot. Where are the crossfire? Doesn't make it any easier to deal with.
He's trying to bait out the with that new corner now. I haven't tested it as much as I needed to. Can you clear that crossfire now with that corner being more pushed forward? That angle has changed to the right. That'd be interesting. I haven't played enough Overpass since it got re-released into the wild.
I should know. I've played.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way.
I'm like blanking.
It's because nobody's been playing there anymore. They don't like it. It's too shallow.
Oh.
It's a great shot from PR.
You love that, especially with the hero gun.
And GamerLegion do this all the time. You need to be ready for this, right? They always drop an AK or drop a Galil when they're supposed to have a Glock eco, quote unquote, right? Like they won't invest in too much utility or upgraded pistols, but they will give one guy a rifle, and they do a good job of doing damage in these rounds. Sometimes even outright winning them, because all it takes is one guy to make a mistake, right? And then you're in a 4v5 and you have more ground to cover, especially on a map like Overpass, and the rifle is still in play.
You know what, Harry? I just realized we've been doing a disservice on this first day of ESL Pro League Season 22.
Go on then, why is that?
We have one thing that we haven't mentioned all day.
The mailbag?
The mailbag. We haven't brought up the mailbag.
No, that's fair. But Chad is the one with the login, so we can't.
We can get him started flowing in, right?
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, we can get him started moving. So, if you guys have been tuning into Pro League these last few years, last few seasons, we've got the mailbag going on. So you guys can send us emails of questions you'd like us to answer. That can be related to Counter-Strike. Doesn't have to be related to whatever you want, really. And that email would be dhlmailbag@efg.gg. And also new this year is the ability to send in actual physical, tangible mail.
I
feel like that's very dangerous.
It is, and I want it. Dude, I want this to be cancelled after this season. Not because it's bad. I think it's really good. But I want to receive such crazy shit that we have no choice but to cancel.
Like the weirdest things. So that we just say, you know what? We enjoyed it, we just can't.
Yeah. Like a full...
Go on.
Well, hang on.
Yeah, no, go on. Just first thing that comes to your mind.
No, like, I don't know. Send us some bondage stuff. Why not?
Okay, sure.
You know, we'll take it out. We'll talk about it. We'll get you to try it on, Jason.
Well, thanks, Harry. I know what to get you now for your birthday.
My cool uncle is already getting me.
It's gonna be 2. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, well, this is 5-on-3 in the favor of NRG.
Does everyone hear Ollie or just me?
I hear Ollie singing, and I hope it's on stream.
Yeah.
I hope it's on stream.
Okay.
I do as well.
Oh, please.
Lovely.
That's nice.
Open
Well, it's
Twitch
good to know
chat.
the mics
We
are
don't even have
working.
Twitch chat open, man. What are we doing?
You're right.
Eric?
This whole show's really fallen off. Let me get Twitch chat open. Ooh, we're getting a fresh remix.
Yeah,
That's
we are.
EVS machine.
Yeah, we're all cruising.
Okay, Twitch chat is open.
Oh, the insanity.
Actually, this feels way better already.
Yeah, a little bit more tame.
I think Twitch chat is full of the funniest people and smartest people on Earth.
Okay.
They're really quite funny.
There's some bangers.
Dude, there's some great formats that Twitch chat has come up with over the years. One of my favorites is whenever Keith is playing,
Yeah.
who you guys might know as Nafly or
Yes.
Naf from Team Liquid. He's Canadian. They write with like the sloth emoji either side of what he's saying or thinking or feeling in that moment. Oh my god. What an attempt to hunt.
It's gone the other
Well,
direction, hasn't
yeah.
it? The hunters have become the hunted. All right, well,
That's a change I would like to see in the world.
okay.
We're allowed to hunt hunters. I think that would add like a real
Oh, sure, a little
grill.
bit of spice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we can force that through politically, I think we're in a great spot. Maybe
Yeah.
it's not the most pressing thing, but
Yeah, maybe not at the top of the list, but maybe halfway down would be a cool place for it.
all right, little pause here for GamerLegion.
Yeah, well, they better. It's 0-4. Even with the success taking down all these NRG players on the hunt, GamerLegion's offense hasn't gotten anything done yet here on Overpass on their own map selection.
I mean, that was really huge because they have the saved op, the saved AK, and NRG is still in reset territory. Was a good opening from NRG, 3-8. That's risky on Overpass, right? Because if the T's do anything fast towards B, you're so far behind. Your only rotate is down connector, which depends whether you have control of it to begin with or not. So they were counting on GamerLegion playing a slow default. Had a good read and secured the first gun round.
Oh yeah, Rez! I knew you were gonna win that, bro.
Very weird.
Just how Harry likes it.
All right, I like the re-aggression from Sonic. He's going to tuck himself. I didn't want to take that anywhere. You know?
No, but he was talking about bondage stuff.
Yeah,
I
I know,
why
I know,
are
I
you
know.
talking
If
about?
I'm honest,
Like, I'm not weird.
I have like no working memory today. I didn't. I forgot I was talking about bondage, yes, but I was. And here's Hypex with an orb, firing off over towards long.
All right, the first of the train rounds. This is what this is. The first of the disappointing train rounds that are just like, why did we lose that one?
I think a little bit of why they're losing it is that hunt from the end of the last round.
Oh, you are in some trouble, my man.
I think Rez has him right where he wants him.
I mean,
Acceptably. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Don't ever sleep on the Oakland MVP.
I was thinking Rez had him right where Towson wanted him. Watching them just creep up. Oh, this is cooked. If you're Bro and George, just back off and save, because like Yanko said, due to that hunt, you're in reset territory. Sonic needs a drop, Exotic needs a drop. George has no money. You have to have these rifles in the next round to have a full buy. So back away, and Lifeline extended for GamerLegion to springboard right back into this game, or into this map.
See, and look at how hunting the hunters has already changed the dynamic of this game,
It's a good point.
just as it would in real life.
That should be the argument.
Yeah.
The political body is show them.
Show them
'em
this
this game.
game. Yeah. Like, could we ever go for content reasons? Could we ever? Have you seen like in Top Gear where they drive across the Arctic?
Yeah.
We do something like that with you, Jason.
In the States, yeah.
You and Trace.
Me and Trace.
Yeah. and
American
you-
road trip.
And you have to drive from the North Pole to the South Pole.
Of America.
No, the world.
Ah, okay.
That might be a little bit more tricky.
What's the furthest you can go? Like, road-wise?
well,
like just across all land masses.
oh, I think there is one that's in Europe to Asia somewhere.
Is it Cape Horn that's at the bottom of?
Oh, sure, there is. Yeah.
Like, or it's one of the capes.
Horn of Africa,
Yeah,
Cape Town.
Cape Town. That's a town. I've been led to believe.
I was afraid that joke was going nowhere, but you really saved the day.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Look at this. They're going to try and come out here in towards the toilets, but NRG playing strong in this position. They a little crossfire on the pistols. GamerLegion aren't going to walk into it.
Oh,
Now,
man,
will this
they
be kind of the start of the unfurling? The other two rifles, these saved guns, are here out in the bathrooms ready to play.
They made kind of an interesting decision with their economy, right? They didn't drop the weapons and kind of force up into this round. They sort of said, we'll at least stop the bleeding. If we lose this with the 2 saved rifles, we'll buy in the next one.
What are they going to buy? Sonic's going to have 3,300. Sonic's going to have 3,400. George 3,400 unless he saves the gun. Like, their buy is not... They're going to have buy. I don't know what they'll do. Bro could just drop an op, so maybe that's what they're banking on. Like, but the, I don't know, the B players will have to maybe get MP9s.
Well, it helps if you save these M4s again, right? Like, all of a sudden that conversation changed because you can drop those over and get some utility. So at this point, yeah, that's got to be the only objective. Even picking up a 3rd rifle would be nice. So 4-2, GamerLegion creep a little bit closer, but now come the buy rounds again in the next round.
People are trying to educate me geographically in Twitch chat. Someone wrote the Cape of Hope, but that sounds like an item in Minecraft.
Sure.
Sounds like... What about, have you seen Cape Fear?
The film?
Yeah.
Maybe. The name rings a bell.
Robert De Niro
Let me look up.
plays a great villain.
Cape
As in, he does a great job of acting out the role. Not that the villain was a great character.
That you identify with and
terrible
agree with
human.
on
Oh yeah, I just read the synopsis. Yeah, let's not conflate these things.
No, your synopsis is the full thing. You read the summary. Synopsis is actually start to finish, with spoilers.
Wait. Synopsis though is like the general, like the roundup of everything that happens. Right?
No, wait.
This is a real battle of the minds over here.
Yeah, man.
Shut up.
4-2 as another timeout is taken. NRG's first. Nursing this lead, but been put under some pressure. 3 saved weapons helped the buy in this round. Exotic's got his AWP. They got cash in the bank. Not a bad position to be in at all if you're NRG at this stage in the half.
Yeah, the plot summary is what you're talking
Okay.
about. It's just like summed up the main plot. Plot synopsis is it tells you everything, right? Like sort of with spoilers, how the movie ends. You don't want to know that when you just are Googling it. Or general survey.
I don't know, man. We're interpreting words differently, and that's dangerous.
Yeah, but what do you know?
That's fair.
Just your first language.
All right, bit of a play out towards short. They've changed their mind on going for this early A control. They're looking for something over here towards B. But they lose res, and PR attempting to just contact in on a stroll out through short's been spotted. Still, it looks like GamerLegion really want to force this. ZTR striking one from the tally and then getting the hell out of there has kept this even. And so into a 4-on-4. A slowdown from GamerLegion, a boost found. The spot goes both ways. All their attempts at kind of trying to squeak out this man advantage have ended in a stalemate. But the chance to reset is there.
Kind of cool between PR and ZTR, both them probing just different parts of that bomb site, trying to really confuse NRG and their protocols of where both of those defenders are supposed to be looking and holding on to. Cool way to find a kill, an equalizing kill through the smoke. Whoever first player slaughtered by Sonic, so is the second. Exotic doesn't even pull the trigger on the op for that second fight. Sonic just stands in the corner, blinded and taken down. 2-on-2.
Yeah, battling back in, and it's all coming from ZTR right now. 3 kills deep on his way to rescuing this round for GamerLegion. Ooh, even priced for a little bit more. ZTR is on for the ace. And only Nitro We were crediting him for his overpass ability. Well, let's see if he can stop ZTR from being the one-man army. Clears him, shuts down the ace. One more still to find. It's Hypex tucked in. Nitro goes looking, but no spot and not an obvious post plant. Hypex catches him by surprise. The scoreline continuing to close up.
And now it's an issue. Now you got it. Now you talk about the money of NRG. What do you do here, Yanko? Do you force buy at this? 4.2 on 3 players, 2.7, no. 2.9. You don't go for it?
No, you can't because they're not in reset territory, right? So if that were the case, you might go for the gamble. I think you just go for a half buy. Make sure you have a full buy in the next. It sounded like you came up with a new word there for a second, Harry. Overpassability.
Yeah, I like that. Overpassability.
Are you passing on someone too much?
Ooh, there's something in there.
Probably not.
Like you're prone to overlooking.
Yeah.
You have a high overpassability. Well, will they overlook this B stack? It looks like actually NRG want to bring the fight to GamerLegion.
That flash was not where they exactly wanted it because nobody was blind. Hypex was scoped in the open and he was not blind, so that flash just misses its mark. It was always going to be a desperate play regardless. And GamerLegion have tied things up at 4. Unless Exotic. This is your play. This is your time. It was really close.
Yeah. Really close, man. He so nearly had them.
It's just a little bit more luck his way.
I also don't know why he has to buy a 5-7 and Kevlar, right? Because now in this round he has an AWP, smoke, flash, and Kevlar. And if he didn't buy one of the two things, so if he had Eagle, no armor, or just armor and
You'd have a kit.
Something else, he would have an incendiary and another flash. He might have had a kit.
Well, you see, the way I rationalized it to myself.
You're playing
So
a
I
basic
normally-
pug and it doesn't matter.
True, that's a huge part of it, maybe. But also, I'm like, well, I'm not buying the Deagle, I'm being fiscally responsible. And the Deagle's so close in price, mentally, to a 5-7 in armor. Even though it isn't, there's like a factor of $500 difference. It feels like it's the same for some reason. You kind of cope your way into the buy.
Sure.
Just like when you pay by your card, it's not real money.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's basically a free television.
Yeah. Stabbed something and I got it. Sick.
Right. Let's see, though. Maybe Exotic can put this AWP to work. It was basically free after all. So let's see what he can get with it.
It's going to be hard for Bro to keep them back. They're going to get pinched. I think they're kind of stuck in a really rough place. If Sonic can't win these fights, like, this is going to come crumbling down so quickly if they lose this, and they will indeed. So now everyone's got to back away. Exotic finds new position, misses the shot. Bro helps him out with another kill, and George is here to provide cover as well. Everyone keeping Exotic alive for that one flick. And now it's ZTR up against the Nitro. The Nitro.
The Nitro. I mean, last time he was in this position, ZTR found everyone. The one guy he couldn't get past was Nitro. And again, he's bested by him in that head-to-head. That's going to keep NRG up in the lead.
Woo. All right, that's a grindy brawl to get into that bomb site. NRG had to spend all the rifles to keep Exotic alive as long as possible. But yeah, they got pinched from a couple different directions, just barely able to hold on to things. Good cover provided by George on the rotation. Exotic able to nail that flick finally. Nitro closing things out. But money's still a complication for NRG's defense.
Yeah, finally NRG putting a stop to that streak. Yeah, on Overpass, it's so... The rotation for the CTs is so quick that if your hit stalls out a little bit, you're just going... Everyone's going to be there from the CTs.
All right, round 10. And if NRG drop this one with the money they have in the bank, that's a wide open chance for GamerLegion to get up to 7.
We're going to outplay them. Just make sure we're on the same page, okay? Good start, guys. Let's keep it going. We're a lot better than right now.
Always feel like I'm watching a YouTube video when Ash is in the comms.
Yeah.
He is a very nice voice. And if this whole coaching thing doesn't pan out, a real career in reading audiobooks. Oh, Sonic nails two as they come around the mid corner. There's an important trade out of Hypex on this orb. So that keeps the round more than alive for GamerLegion. But Nitro, man, they haven't been able to stop him yet, in a way.
In a way.
If he's left in a 1v1, he'll win the round for NRG.
That's where they failed to stop him. They're spread, though. You have, I mean, the information play from Bro is coming in. It's going to be a while before he's able to give them something they can act upon, especially, oh, he's taking the long route as well. So if you're George and you're Nitro, you're kind of guessing. You're feeling real uncomfortable right now because there's no sound, no indication, and anything is possible.
Oh, this is weird.
Well, look at, here's the thing. If Bro goes towards the stairs, oh no, he's going to backstab. It's going to be PR going to the B bomb site to backstab this defense. And I think it's all down to, it's literally a race to the flanks. It's Bro's flank versus PR's flank. And PR is playing against that clock at the top of the screen, so he's got way more motivation to move quick.
Yeah, flank on flank, and the stakes couldn't be higher. PR's backstab in, Nitro dead, and the B site crumbles. Bro arriving right now, tries to stop this plant and rob the round. Finds the wrong man, barrels through. Bomb now planted, and it's Bro on the clock. Hypex plays to evade. Cover from PR up in heaven, and that is a swift dealing of Bro, locking him out of the 1v3 clutch.
Such good patience from GamerLegion. Such good patience to just let that flank come to fruition. And NRG, that's exactly what that round was down the stretch, was that kind of PR versus Bro. Who's going to find the information? Who's going to be in a better position to provide impact? And the answer is PR in both ways. And that's the money completely ripped out of the hands of NRG. They've got no cash to play with. Few upgraded pistols mixed in there, not even armor. Even the next round is going to be a tough purchase.
And it still just feels like, you know, you've kind of been, it's crazy to think about, but like that one hunt in the save round, like still having those ripples as the game's gone on. Money now fully away from NRG. And so it might be the case that they start this half off on great footing, only to have it slip away from them.
You can feel, I mean, you can just see that GamerLegion feels much better drilled, like they're moving together with a little bit more, you know, a little bit more thought behind it. And I think that's kind of what's eating NRG up this deep into the game, is just so many rounds where GamerLegion is tactically just working the map and working it, and they found a solution finally. And as much good things as we've seen in the fightbacks from NRG's defense, when you don't have the money, there's just nothing you can do. So Zodic is going to be back on the up finally now.
It's just so strange to see a hunt like that in the first gun round, right? Like that's the issue, really, in a way.
Yeah, that was at 3-0.
Yeah, exactly. So until you've built up your own economy a little bit more, that was always the rule in our teams. Is, you know, we only do it if our money is safe. Sure, they can get reset, but so can we. We're not doing it.
That's unfortunate. Sonic found no real estate without fire.
PRs love these little contact walks out towards the B site, and with cover from ZTR, not hard to see why. They do run into Nitro. It's going to stop them for now. Can't fully contain that spillover. And so eventually, brute force is the answer for GamerLegion. It's only Exotic left. 1 versus 3 on this orb, and a lengthy road to run before he's even ready for a retake. And no one's playing ahead of the pack here for GamerLegion. They're all within the site playing around this bomb. It's going to be hard for Exotic to kind of get the kills necessary to make this one happen.
Should be impossible. He needs to clear hard left and basically stick the defuse inside the smoke. There's the flashbang out. Exotic making his move. Down. First bullet by Towson. A recovery from GamerLegion. They're up 1-0 in this series. 7-5 going into the second half of a map that could conclude it all.
GamerLegion versus NRG raging on. In spite of a nice start here from NRG on Overpass, GamerLegion pull up into the lead now that we move on to the CT side. Just the four of us here, me, Jason, Yanko, and you folks in Twitch chat to try and digest this one. What are we all making of the game so far? Oh, Jason again has lost his voice.
It's happening again. I mean, it's been an entertaining game. NRG, I think it's a story of missed opportunities for them, missed chances. Definitely could have won their own map pick of Train. Could have had a better first half here on Overpass, but that's a lot of coulda, shoulda, woulda. And meanwhile, GamerLegion is getting it done. ZTR with a great first half. Not something you see all too often, but stepped up.
No, he's... usually, I would say he's like one of the quietest IGLs that we have in terms of like fragging output. And so whenever you get a game like this out of him, it's one hell of an X factor for GamerLegion.
Guys, really, really happy we played there. Really, really nice. Let's keep it going now. I don't want to feel the fear of losing, yeah? I want to feel taking the opportunity now.
There we go, that's Ash. We like hearing from him.
Thumbs up from Jason.
Oh, yeah, Jason improves. I mean, I have 2 former coaches here with me. Oh, ZTR. He loves a bit of praise from Ash. He wants Ash to know he's a good boy. He listens. ZTR, even more accomplished in this pistol and the knife pull. Oh, PR, you ruined it, bro. Rez was going for the knife.
Rez was not happy. He would have had enough money for an op even, for Hypex, get him going early. But yeah, that felt crucial for NRG, you know, to have any sort of a chance to come back into this game. Pissed around, you know, an early good start. I don't think they can do what GamerLegion did, which is win 7 rounds on T despite being 4-0 down to kick it off. That's why Ash was so happy.
A knife.
Oh,
Hey, his name is Eric, guys!
a knife, bro!
His name is... What?
Yeah.
Hey, they're having a good time over there on GamerLegion. That's for sure.
Wow, his name is Eric. That's ZTR. I didn't realize his name was Eric. He always looked kind of more like a...
Steve?
Steve. I was going to say Steve. That's so peculiar.
I'm thinking that for a while.
Oh, God. But don't worry, Eric, he's here. Not Cartman. It's Gustafsson.
Gustafsson.
That's how they would say it. Dude, and he's Swedish too. And we're in Sweden.
Yeah.
This is a home event.
Rez was memeing like, oh, hard travel day, and was like Google Maps like a 15-minute drive for him or a 10-minute drive to the hotel.
I refuse to believe. Oh, to the hotel. Okay, I was going to say out to here. I'm like, bro, he's living in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, he's not coming here straight from his home, Harry. Like, he's chilling with the team in
That
the
would
hotel.
be epic.
I don't know, right, see you guys.
You get to do it like once a year.
I gotta install new Windows.
Like, because you just did an event in Serbia. Were you at home?
Yeah.
Was that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it good weird or bad weird, though?
Good weird.
Good weird.
It was, then also the venue was 5 minutes away walk from where I live. So it was like, couldn't be more convenient for me.
No, that's crazy.
I've never gotten to do an event
Yeah.
while I'm staying at home.
Listen, Jason, I'm just saying, next season, a little local land that Jason puts together, 20K for around the cutoff date.
Just for North American teams?
I am Grand Rapids.
You know Dinko's going to be there with you.
It sounds like a theme park.
It does a little bit, does doesn't it? That'd be cool. I'm down for that.
Me and Harry will come.
Yeah.
To do
just
the
to
desk.
hang out, or are you guys going to work?
We'll work.
We'll work. You'll have to pay us.
For food.
Yeah.
And old fashioned.
I know all the tricks and negotiations. I can handle that one.
Nah.
What's vermouth, Jason? I don't actually know what it was.
Okay. It's, I mean, I don't really, what do you mean by that?
A liquor.
It's a liquor. How does it actually taste? I know I should know. I had it.
I can, yeah, I can give you a sip later.
Problem is, once you have too much of it, Harry, you tend to forget how it tastes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was really, at first, I tried to make my own.
It's a bit sweet, no?
He was a bit off on the mixing
ratios. What's the one where it's whiskey and vermouth?
It's a Manhattan.
A Manhattan? I tried to make one. It was more like a
vermouth.
Like a Michigan, bro. Something different. Like it was a lot of vermouth.
Sure. It was bright red. Here we go, 9-5.
Couple of good kills at the very least in that Glock Eco bomb down, so goodbye here for NRG. They need to get rolling quick to close the gap to GamerLegion.
No, that's arguably the worst possible start. Just a ran dink onto George. Nade damage onto Sonic as well. You're already softened up on 2 players who very pleasingly still have 100 health added together, which is nice.
This route from Bro is quite nice, though. He's gained some front bathrooms control and now going to work himself out towards long. You do still have Hypex to contend with over at the divider, backing away just now. Good find from Sonic. That's PR to fall. And the push in towards short and a man advantage for NRG.
Oh, bro, here's this jumping. And that. Oh, no.
It's all a fake, so they should be fine.
Yeah, but Torsen, man, I don't know. I feel like, oh, never mind. Nades pulled. They know where he is now. Charge him down on the back of that smoke. And Exotic has opened up the path into this B play. Just don't all die to ZTR up here in heaven.
Good shot from Sonic, and they're going to try and attack into Bro, who goes down as well, and it's just Rez left in a 1v3, other side of the map, wrong bomb site. Going to just save the weapon. So NRG get on the board. 6 to 9, keeping things as close as they possibly can. I mean, that's a really cool route for Bro to run. There's risk, right? It just walks through that kind of front bathroom smoke, but once he gets the access out towards long, he's kind of there, hidden, unseen.
And I think that's key to playing Overpass T side, right? You just need to, the players on the extremities, both on A and B, they need to be willing to take risks. And sure, sometimes it's going to look a little bit foolish and you're going to give your life away, but the thing with Overpass, like we mentioned, is the rotations are so quick for the CTs between the bomb sites and so slow for the Ts. So for you to expect to, okay, we're going to see what's going on A, and if it's too many of them there, we'll just go B. Well, by the time you do that, they made that trip 2 times. So the players individually need to be capable of poking and prodding and finding gaps and taking space, right? And a lot of the times, like, those players will have a 1v1 duo potentially that they'll just have to end up winning to cause the movements from the CTs, and then you can exploit them a little bit. So a great play from Bro in that round.
Ooh, another early clash. Bro gonna get out ahead of it, and that's not only the advantage, but one of these guns gone for GamerLegion. More aggression all across the map. And it's all kind of going the same way. They're doing a lot of damage, but the kills firmly belonging to NRG.
Oh, Towson. A little bit greedy there, my man. You wanted that second peek. And this should be... Ooh, when does Bro slide out a little bit further? Easy kill to the side of Hypex, and now it's just ZTR. Once again, unwinnable situation, so saving the M4 is going to be the only option available.
The way he's been playing on Overpass.
That's fair.
Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, Raz a little bit of a slow game. I think should be mentioned that even during his NIP time and all those horrible rosters he was a part of and the lack of results and everything, I mean, he was still up. Overpass is probably his best map, or where he was able to find the most impact. Like Overpass A side, that's where Raz, you know, like we used to talk to about Rain or Fur or some of these names that were just household on the A bomb site on the rifle. I feel like Raz, you know, considering the teams he's had, was doing a really good job in that area, being aggressive on the CT side in the mid round, finding information. And it's looking like his team will need him before this game is over to do some of that poking and prodding.
Starting to have some issues. I'd say the past 2 rounds we've seen with these gun round wins from NRG, like they're getting a couple of their first kills have been from aggressive plays, the aggressive push towards Monster, aggressive push towards in the short, the last round. They haven't had to really like go and earn that opening kill. It's kind of been delivered to them. So let's see when GamerLegion, I would imagine next gun round, starts to play the openings a little bit more passive. See if NRG has some tools that can create the opportunities as well. It's a lot of self-damage from the Molly.
But no one loses to 5 USPs in a flashbang, man. Even if it's a ZTR flashbang, and they're usually good. He'll get 1. That's the result of this. They get 1 kill.
Known for his flashing.
And then NRG calmly go B. And everyone wins in a way. Look at this. Just 3 dudes hanging out in the toilets together.
Just doing dude stuff.
Exactly. Here we go. There's the flash. Not the greatest flash, I'll be honest, actually. Nitro Ace, though. Another one for the highlight reel, Nitro. Go get it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, I said they'd get 1. And everyone wins in a way.
We can still add it to the highlight reel. The 4 kills were nice.
I don't know.
Antico USB
Yeah.
kills.
I think like
It's not going to be at the climax of the song.
If you're not like, unless you're like 1v4, then it's fine. But like 4K is the worst number of kills. I never clip them. You only
like
want
the
aces.
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You only want aces, man. Like if you get 4, you may as well have got 5.
Nice.
Nice.
Kills, both, yeah.
Cristiano! Cristiano!
Good.
All right.
Just double checking that Nitro's name isn't Christian.
Well, Bro's making that same play again. There he is walking through the smoke over towards long. Access is available. Sonic is chipped down through the smoke. This round, Bro's going to have a clash with Rez, who's creeping up along the wall. He'll get tucked in. I think Alex calls this the worst hole, that position.
Wow, great read from Bro. He throws the utility, but Nitro comes over with the flash. He was expecting someone to play closer up because of all the space he was able to get for free last time around. And that's a 5v4 for NRG. If they win this round, they've equalized it.
Yeah, and we were talking about, do they have the tools to get the opening kill? And the answer there is yes, they found it. However, Bro and Sonic both chunked down pretty heavily. They're going to be easy kills to multi-frag up.
All right, there's something reclaimed and low HP on a bunch of these players here for NRG. That's 2 kills given over. Torsen in their face shuts down the monster push. And things might have been looking good for a moment there for NRG. So quickly, it's gone the other way. And that could be another one of these kind of back-breaking rounds that ends up costing NRG everything.
Yeah, that one hurts. That's no fun, especially when you get no production from Nitro and Bro over at the 8-bomb site. They needed one kind of a kill.
And it's problematic because I think it was a good call for both teams, just a little bit better executed from GamerLegion, right? Towson had an extra smoke, he smokes Monster, and they play 3A, and they were going to try and find some info. You know, they weren't just going to stay like that forever. And the fake comes in, you get some information, you were going to cause movement if you're NRG, but yeah, failing to get a single kill, and then after the 2A players die, you have to go to not lose timing towards that B bomb site, but Towson just in the perfect position, playing close to the smoke. Shuts it down.
Daps is covering his lips now as well. He's hiding the timeout tactics.
Dapstan.
Dapstan.
Do you buy into the covering your mouth so they can't lip read?
I mean,
I think if they're reading
and that it
lips,
accomplishes the goal, I think the argument is how much of a problem is lip reading at the moment.
they deserve it. If they can lip read the strat,
Sure.
I think they deserve.
Yeah, you've worked hard, you've developed a skill.
Bro, and imagine if during your timeout you're not even listening to what Ash is saying. He's there like, oh, bloody good job, lads. And then like the whole time your ZTR, you're actually like just staring at Daps' mouth. Guys, they're gonna go B.
And then Dap looks at you and smiles and winks.
Yeah. And the whole time he knew. It'd be a whole new level of mind games.
Sure.
So we go into the reset round, and it's another 5v4 for NRG. You feel like they really need to convert this one. Oh, Raz is so deep.
And that's the nightmare of like T-side now. You touched on it, the rotations being so long is like when you're rotating on the other side of the map and someone pops up like that, now they've got a kill and they found all the information and they now know you're completely repositioning on the map. It's like, oh, this kind of sucks.
But Hypex is ultra passive on A. I mean, A side is wide open at the moment. NRG don't know it, but Rez is the A player, so him being deep in connector, I'm surprised they aren't rotating more people towards A. GamerLegion. They do now, but there's utility in play.
Yeah, the plan must be to just play the retake, kind of like stay situated and safe and let the flank do the work where they least expect the action to come from. Good kill from Nitro. Still one more player to find inside those smokes, and it's Hypex. There's one.
Bro goes looking for him, but this is awkward around the smokes, makes it happen. I don't know the whereabouts of both players on this wrap round, but Bro just keeps on going. ZTR now arrives, and another attempt at the clutch for the top fragging captain of GamerLegion. Spots the AWP running away. Oh, Exotic. Oh, my God. Well.
Who wants it? Yanko, you want to take break in that round down? I don't want to take it. You want to take it? Take it.
I'm good, dog.
You should do it.
Maybe we could have land dodger Exotic. Oh, that's ugly.
Does he think he doesn't have the time to get into bank completely safely?
He starts going for it and he's like, actually I'm just gonna peek him, but sort of loses the angle, loses the timing, misses a shot. And loses the round.
Yeah, that's really also like, I don't know, I guess in some way I'd like to see the AWPer just have faith that he's going to hit that shot. He gets the jump spot, right? Like, have some faith you're going to hit that. Go swing on the other side if you want.
Molotov peeks that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hey.
I don't know if this is just anti-strat or something, but bro has been taking so much space in such an aggressive way. And again, Hypex is now alone towards A. He has no idea. Yeah, and even bro heard the scope now, I think. He was close enough. Bro is so far ahead.
Oh, these footsteps.
For his team.
Util comes in though, and so Rez not overcommitted to this. Paranoid about long. Hypex going to turn on a dime to deal with it. And there's no pressure here from the front side of Bathroom. Sonic a little late arriving to this. Long's conceded, sites taken by NRG. That's by design for GamerLegion.
Plant the bomb.
All right, well, here's the bomb plant. They're situated okay. No more danger from the flank as Sonic has taken control of that. George close up to make sure they can't get behind the smoke. Nitro's gone down, however, and this puts it all on Sonic. 1 versus 3. There's a Molotov on Towson. That's the only tool they've got. It's put in the right place, and a 12th round found for GamerLegion.
NRG unraveling in the second half. They've had a lot of opportunities, a couple of 5v4s. I mean, even in this round, they had good timing. It's a little bit surprising that with how aggressively they managed to take space without seeing anyone, that they decide to go for a full execute instead of letting bro walk out, right?
Especially at like 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Like if someone was, you would hear and see if someone was jump spotting, right? You announce yourself with all the utility. That's why Hypex turns. That's why Rez is, you know, using utility of his own.
Utility makes Rez throw the HE grenade to the choke point, makes Hypex turn and watch the long cross as well. Yeah, they sold that strat themselves. They gave it away a little bit early. And now they've got to fight back with a pair of MAC-10s, a pair of Tech 9s, and a Galil.
It's rough because it feels like that's kind of been just going to be the story for this whole series for NRG. Is like chances to have left a real impression, chances to have done something, but a couple of key missed opportunities squandered and the game gets away from you.
It's so much like Train where you're like, great game, cool game, competitive game, and oh, silly, boneheaded round loss.
And so now looking to kind of scrap back in on this force buy. They get some decent leverage here, a 4-on-3. But these rounds have still spiraled out of control for NRG. Bro does what he can, but it's left in this 1v1. Sonic on the MAC-10, Hypex with the AWP. Starts to phase this smoke out through heaven. Holds his ground for a second. Sonic seems aware of this chance.
The time.
They both missed each other by very, very thin margins here. And in this kind of battle of info, it's Sonic on the clock. He's the one who's going to have to tap that bomb eventually. A misread for Hypex, who repositions and ends up leaving himself out of the picture.
I think that's the experience versus inexperience. Hypex was thinking all of a sudden maybe he went all the way around, thinking the most complicated tactic. Now spotted. Oh, that would have been great.
I mean, now it's awkward. Hypex, I think, thought he just won the round there and there. Missed shot second time around. That's an awkward series of misses to hand over that clutch. NRG still in with a chance. Low econ round picked up. Sonic keeps his cool in the clutch.
Yeah, and man, what a desperate round to actually win too. Trading your way all into this bomb site. Really scrappy, really chaotic. GamerLegion sending everyone to fight as soon as they get there. Hypex not able to convert the one-on-one. Nice first shot with the smoke break, but from there could never get comfortable in the fight against Sonic, and it's a timeout taken.
Ooh.
This one by GamerLegion, their third and final as they talk things over. 3 rounds remaining to close out this series.
Graham Pitt came through with a message just now.
Yeah.
For MEP?
He said, "You're laughing, but we actually used to watch teams a lot during timeouts and figured out loads of stuff." So there you go.
Yeah.
Covering your mouth is well and truly worth it.
Okay.
Thumbs
I
up.
think talking to Dustin, the reason he was doing it isn't for necessarily tactics. It's because like people in the CIS community were really
Criticizing him for...
and dissecting like what the coaches
Yeah,
were talking about, and then using it to just sort of attack people in a way. And so that's why he was
What
not
if-
necessarily that the other team was seeing what they're doing or what he's saying.
What if you really over the top, like mouth pretend calls?
Ask Graham what the best thing they ever discovered from lip reading and timeouts.
You just asked him.
Yeah, well,
you
I know.
did
That's
just
so it's
ask.
kind of a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graham, what Jason said. All right, NRG, come on, golden chance. You can make amends for these missed opportunities here and now. Find this round, break the money. You're right back in on Overpass.
Slow walk. Bro and Nitro again towards the A bomb site. George Handel in the middle of the map, supporting Sonic, who's hanging on to B short. Exotic has the bomb way far back. We're looking at the monster tunnel. And all that caution just to get decimated by the boost. Good job from PR.
Quickly to answer your question, Jason, he said Elige was a king at it. He could figure out which bomb site they were going to after a timeout. That's kind of sick.
Okay, well, that's not fair, because when I was coaching, we were online, and Elige couldn't do that for me. So that's, I feel like we should have, you know, there should be an asterisk.
See, Jason, there was this feature that you could use.
Oh, that's good.
Apparently, everyone outside of you.
I know, we were the only ones.
Oh. Exotic leads the charge on this B play. Flashes. What? Oh, what? ZTR blind, but the shot still connects, and that might cost NRG everything. A shot from the Deagle, and this one is stolen away. GamerLegion with the 2-0. Put Overpass to rest. NRG going to be kicking themselves at the end of this series.
Yeah, a lot of little notes probably taken, have conversations, plenty of rounds throughout those games that you can look at and say, all right, we need to have a new conversation about how to handle this, how we played this scenario.